In my last video, I asked 3 AIs to build me a budget spreadsheet from scratch using just an image screenshot as a guidance. I took the same spreadsheet and asked each AI to edit it, including adding formulas, apply formatting, building a chart, reasoning, and answering questions about the data. I'll be comparing across ChatGPT and Claude. So these are all the budget spreadsheet that I asked AI to recreate in my last video. I'll be asking it to evaluate between 1 to 5 tasks depending on whether they can achieve it. Alright, let's start with ChatGPT. So as you can see, this budget spreadsheet is created from ChatGPT's Pro version. The ChatGPT's free version is kind of simple, so we're going to ignore that. And since they created a really nice version, so we're going to ask ChatGPT to edit its own data. Since ChatGPT has already an add-in within Excel, the Excel software itself, we can just easily go up to the top right corner at Homes to see the Add-in button. So if you click on Adds In, you can search for ChatGPT, and you can see this, and you can just click on it, add to your Excel software, and they will ask you to log in. So you just have to log in using your original ChatGPT account, and you'll see something like this, really similar to the chat interface you get online on the web. So really quickly, you just add a new chat here, and then you have some suggested prompts, and as you can see here, it can actually detect which cell you press. So if I go here, it says you can detect that J27 is selected, so that it's easier, so that it has immediate context on what to edit. So this is going to be my first test case. So basically I want it to add a new column beside this div in the spending overview to calculate the percentage of the difference between the budget versus actual. So I'm going to test whether it knows where to find spending overview, and also I want it to format the columns as just one decimal place. For our test case, we're going to give it a bit difficult. We're going to stress test it. So we're going to just click on the random column, random cell beside it. So let's just see which. So I think I'm gonna just use the standard instead of the heavy one to see how it goes. So let's just click enter, and it's going to start thinking. It's trying to locate where the spending overview block is, which is a good start. And it's going to try to insert the formula here. So during the process, you'll ask whether I will allow them to edit my spreadsheet, but I'll just put always allow. Alright, so it was really quick. It just took 1 minute to complete my task, but I can see that it didn't create the percentage beside my spending overview. But if I scroll over here and just remove this block, I can see the percentage is actually created over here. So it successfully created a column in the expenses part and calculated the percentage. So it didn't put it in the right column, but it placed it on at the side of these expenses. So it misunderstood my request. So since it's spreadsheet automatically updated, I'm just going to undo it. So it's going to quickly undo the column and remove it. And then I'm going to now highlight this row and then paste the same prompt. So as you can see, some AIs is really forgiving on the prompt, then they understand your intentions, but some AI requires more hand-holding to achieve what you want. I'm going to just put in a new chat and re-prompt it because it seems like it keeps making the same mistake in the same chat. Alright, so ChatGPT had troubles with creating this new percentage until I use a new chat and pasting in the prompt, and now as you can see, it created the percentage total really nicely with the same format, and it's also in single decimal place, which is correct. So ChatGPT has now passed the test. Alright, so this is the spreadsheet created by Claude Opus 4.8, which is the pro version. As you can see, it's quite neat, but the data is still all over the place. So Claude also has an add-in, which you can search in add-in and search Claude. Make sure it's the official Claude instead of other third-party built-ins. So once you install Claude in your Excel software, it will be similar to ChatGPT, as you can use these different skills and you can type in your prompt. So you have the chat history, new chat, and also some settings and options. So if you click on a cell, Claude can also detect it, and you can just highlight it and also it will detect it. So I'm going to put my first prompt in first. Similar to ChatGPT, I'm not going to tell it where to paste it exactly. So I'm just going to simply click on the column and ask it to create a new column beside the div in spending overview. Let's see whether it gets it. And we're going to use Opus 4.8. So we're just going to upload it. Alright, so it was pretty quick as well. It took less than 20 seconds to make edits. So let's see, I don't see any percentage beside my spending overview column. So let's scroll here and you can see the expenses has the percentage now. So it was similar to ChatGPT in the way it misunderstood that the spending overview is expenses and it added beside the difference, which is not what we actually wanted. And Claude doesn't have an undo button to undo the mistakes. So I'm going to ask it to please undo the mistakes, and I have highlighted the section requiring the percentage calculation, and we're going to upload it. And you can see this was the percentage place. Unfortunately, it doesn't understand that once you add a column, you need to actually move it so that we can see the percentage. But eventually it shows the correct percentage. So it has successfully done it after 2 tries. Alright, for the next task, we're going to apply conditional formatting. We're going to open a new chat just in case it has the context from the previous chat and it's going to mess up its reasoning. So we always start with a new chat if possible, and Control V, apply conditional formatting to the actual column. If the actual spending for a category is higher than its budget amount, highlight the cell in red with white text. So what we are trying to do is, in this column, if any of the category has an actual spending more than the budget, it needs to highlight the column. For example, if this $100, if we only have a $30 budget and we spend $100, then we need to highlight this $100. And if it's under the budget, it's going to highlight it with green with white text. So let's see whether you can analyze and apply the correct formatting. And we're going to use the standard one. Alright, ChatGPT took longer. It took around 3 minutes to format it. So as you can see, it not only formats my expenses, it also formats my bills, my spending overview, my savings. But what you want to do is just expenses. So let's see if it's correct. So yes, it looks like it is correct with the health and medical exceeding our budget, which means it's a red. And it took around 3 minutes to complete it. I can see that it actually does more detailed checks to make sure that what they are applying is correct, which is good. Alright, so for the next task, let's go to expenses and apply the conditional formatting. Same thing, I'm going to open a new chat so that it won't confuse its reasoning. So I'm going to paste the same task 2 prompt, which is the conditional formatting, and I'm going to just highlight it just in case that it got confused again. So yeah, so highlight the one that has exceeded the budget. So that for testing purposes, this should be $100. And then yeah, let's try this out. Alright, so Claude was done already. It took way less than I expected. It took around 30 seconds to finish our conditional formatting, and let's see whether is it correct. So if it's equal, it puts green, which is fair, $20, and then the rest of it doesn't have any values, it puts green, and for the one that exceeds the budget, we put $100. So it is correct for Claude, so it passes this test check. Alright, next one is a bit challenging. So I want it to create a new sheet called analysis, and on that sheet list every category where actual spending exceeded the budget, including 4 columns: category, budget, actual, and over budget amount. Sort the list from the most over budget to the list. Below the table, add a summary row showing the total amount over budget across all categories. This is more complicated because I want to test out its reasoning to see whether you can extract the correct columns and cells and put in a new sheet and then sort the list. So it's a bit complicated. Let's see who manages to finish this task. So I'm just going to upload it for ChatGPT. Alright, so seems like ChatGPT created a new analysis sheet successfully and also extracted the correct category, health and medical, which is over the budget. And you can see that the amount is $70. Open a new chat again, go and paste my prompt and put it in for Claude. Let's take a look at Claude. As you can see, it also manages to extract the correct category that exceeded the budget. So it looks like it's at a $70 difference, and both of them done successfully. ChatGPT in this case was the fastest. Claude took about 1 minute to complete our task. Alright, for the last task, we are going to ask it to do something really difficult, which is create a new spreadsheet with the exact same structure, pie charts, bar charts, and also the same budget data, but the only thing different will be the actual amount actually increasing 10% each single category. So we're going to test whether it can recreate our structure, whether it can understand to increase each amount by 10%. And let's see how far can all these different AI goes. Alright, Claude actually asked me a few clarifying questions to see what my intentions are, which I think is really helpful. Alright, so Claude has generated after 2 to 3 minutes. Let's look at the output. So you can see it created a new sheet called month2 and literally copy pasted the entire structure into this new sheet, which is great to see. Everything almost looks identical. Let's see whether it actually increased each of the data column. So let's look at the expenses. For groceries, we have for month 1 we have $450, $275, $20. Let's see in month 2, which is the duplicate version, to see whether it actually increased, and looks like it increased. So yeah, it is 10% increase for each of the expenses. So right now it's $495, which is over the budget, so it applies the conditional formatting automatically and becomes red, and it also increases the actual amount for dining out, fuel, and looks like everything has increased by 10%, which is pretty good, which is what we wanted. Structure is correct, almost exact duplicate of my month 1. It gave me the correct data. I'm able to edit the data almost immediately, and the output was pretty fast. It took around 2 to 3 minutes to give me this new Excel spreadsheet. Alright, so it looks like my usage limit has been reached for ChatGPT. If I go back here, it looks like I've already used 95% of my codec, which is pretty quick. So as you can see, it's pretty token intensive for using ChatGPT and Excel. I would say so far can do the complex tasks very efficiently, while ChatGPT Pro is very close, but it needs some hand holding, since it won't just automatically ask questions to clarify. It uses my tokens really quickly too. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you find this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Tell me if you want me to compare between other different AI tools such as Copilot. Comment Copilot if you want to see that video. Yeah, keep practicing, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.